U.S. military planes delivering more aid to Venezuela as the country's president refuses to allow it to go into the country. Students and alumni of Lakes Region High School took a journey back in time today to 25 years ago. An Auburn man has been arrested and charged with the raping and killing of an Alaskan college student back in 1993. New evidence suggests actor Jussie Smollett may have orchestrated his own attack. Now, that's according to two law enforcement sources with knowledge of the investigation. Girls on the Run Maine held their fall 5K at the Pineland Center YMCA in New Gloucester today. Jeremy Thompson walked into the Lewiston Police Department within the last half hour, saying that he's doing okay and that he needed a few days to clear his head. Well, stores across southern Maine and including here in Freeport were very busy today, but retailers are worried the weather's going to keep people from coming out this weekend. This wind is pushing the snow and it's making it hard to even look at the camera right now. Well, good evening. The military's construction budget is one of the places that money could be pulled from in order to build that border wall. But state and union leaders are working to make sure that that doesn't happen. Darius Minor left home about 2 weeks ago to start his career as a professional football player. Today, the head coach here at the university fought back tears as he talked about the freshman who never got to play in a single game.
It literally sent me to my knees. I just collapsed.
Tom Cole was at work when he found out his older brother Gene was shot and killed.
I keep hearing the word hero a lot lately, and he was my hero way before he became a police officer.
Gene was Tom's go-to person. He remembers how much he learned from him.
If my furnace broke, he'd come fix it. Actually, he'd come over and he'd make me fix it, but he'd teach me how to. And he always said, I won't be around forever, so I want you to learn how to do it.
The brothers spent lots of time together. Tom recalls the good old days. They played in a band with their friends called Borderline Express. Here they are. Tom is dressed up like Elvis and Gene is strumming the guitar.
And I got to play at a local bar here, T&B's, just a couple weeks ago, just doing an acoustic thing, and it was so cool just to have that time with him.
Other friends and bandmates say Gene knew how to make people laugh.
Just a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Always joking.
A man who was truly dedicated to his family and his work. Someone who worked with him says he was the best man to wear the badge.
He really cared about people. Some people just go through the motions and they've got another arrest, but he really cared.
Well known throughout the town for his integrity while on the job.
He loved his job. He respected the people that he would have to arrest, and in return, many of them showed him the respect back.
It's a huge loss for the community and the Cole family. Tom is overwhelmed by the outpouring of support.
So I just want to thank, everybody for showing my family love beyond what I could comprehend. And this is a very tragic event for any family to endure. And tonight we are learning that Eugene Cole's uncle is Charles Baker. He was killed while in a car accident on duty. He was also a Somerset County Sheriff's deputy back in 1999. So a tough night for this family once again. Well, leaves, debris, and tree limbs just like this one clutter up lawns throughout Savannah. But if you live in one 98-year-old man's neighborhood, you're not going to have to worry.
I have a zero-turn tractor here, and it's a miracle.
Be it regular lawn work or hurricane cleanup, Bill Wheeler is ready.
I don't run out of gas. I don't mean me, the tractor.
And it's not just his own lawn he's clearing. It's most people on his block.
Well, I do it because I love them, and I think they love me. I could say a lot more, but that's it. They're wonderful people. You just don't know. I get choked up. They're great people. Everybody helps each other out here. That's it.
Wheeler's been around a while, just months away from his 99th birthday. He says this work is nothing compared to what he's used to.
That's easy. I flew airplanes for a living. Try that. Military airplanes. This is easy. Flying airplanes is not easy.
His military career took him all over, but he ended up back home here in Savannah.
The people of Savannah, that's the reason we came back here. They got a little something you do not find anywhere else in the United States or the world that I found.
Neighbors feel lucky to know him.
For him to come out and mow his yard, then our next door neighbors, and now he's out here on our yard, and he's still going. If I could be like him when I'm that old, I'll be happy. He's amazing.
Wheeler says he's happy to do the work and he's happy to help his neighbors.
I mean, I want to do it. I wouldn't have it any other way, but you know, the young people learn from the old people. And anyway, I love it. I love to be outdoors. Good Lord's blessed me, so give a little back.
Well, Mr. Wheeler says that his neighbors actually helped clean up his lawn earlier this week, and he was just returning the favor. We're live in Savannah tonight. Lauren Bradley, WJCL 22 News. On a hot July night, Nicole Souza jumps into a lake in Winthrop for a swim. But it's not just to cool off. Nicole is training for the Try for a Cure.
Physically, I feel good. I think it's going to be high emotions.
Come Sunday, she'll be swimming, running, and biking alongside hundreds of other women.
I just felt it was very fitting to tribute to my dad to do the Try in honor of like the miles and the competition.
Her dad is an avid cyclist. As a young girl, Nicole picked up the hobby too.
Cycling has always been a part of like our relationship, and that was our father-daughter time.
Here they are at some competitions over the years, but her dad had to slow things down after he was diagnosed with a rare sarcoma, sending him to Boston for treatment.
Last July, ended up having his heart, section of his heart and his entire lung removed, in hopes of having years with us.
For a long time, her father was in the clear, but a few months ago, doctors found the cancer metastasized to another part of the body, requiring more surgery.
Last week, he was back in Boston, and it has not helped control the cancer, and so the doctors have actually stopped his chemo.
As her father figures out what to do next, she's getting ready for the race she saw with her dad a year ago.
We had watched it on TV down in Boston, and he had made a comment that he really wanted me to do it.
Initially, she was on a relay team, but her partner was injured, leaving Nicole to do the whole thing, with her main inspiration cheering her on.
It's been pretty amazing of how quickly people rally around to support.
Nicole has been busy training and also fundraising. She finished as a top fundraiser for the Try for a Cure, raising more than $6,000. In South Portland, Lauren Bradley, WMTW News 8.